March is Traumatic Brain Injury Awareness Month, and this is part 2 of my series of things that I am doing to help heal my brain from a traumatic brain injury, which resulted also in a stroke. So last time I talked about supplements and earplugs and eyeglasses that I wear. This time I want to talk about a therapy that I use. I started this practice in December after many months of trying stuff that wasn't working, and this is called Cranial Sacral Therapy. I found my therapist on the Upledger site, which I will put in the description, but basically what Cranial Sacral Therapy is, it's a modality where it gets all of the functions in your head moving. And the process comes out of osteopathy from Andrew Still Tate. He has a quote, "Structure defines function and function defines structure." So when you've had a trauma or you've had little tiny traumas, it can cause things to stop working in your entire system. So when I had my traumatic brain injury, it caused things like the fluid in my ears to dam up. It caused a lot of other problems with my nerves. It caused problem with having really tight sutures. And if you didn't know, your fluid actually pumps sort of like a heartbeat. I did not know this. And when that is restricted, it is a whole system from here all the way down to your tailbone, where your cerebral fluid and your spinal fluid, it all connects and it goes, into this cycle. And when things don't happen correctly, things break down. So what my cranial sacral therapist does is he pinpoints the problem and then he works from there to fix. So the first appointment I had with him, it took him an hour and 45 minutes just to get all the things moving in my head. He has since kept working on my head, but worked on my ribs, worked on my whole body. Now that's more of a practice of osteopathy, but he is also trained in that. So if you have struggled with migraines or had a traumatic brain injury, this modality is a really great way to help heal your body. It does things in a very slow pace. I only see him twice a month. It is not traumatic to the body, and it actually holds what he does. So for example, for years I've gone to the chiropractor because I have uneven hips. Since seeing Dr. Dubé, my cranial sacral therapist, he's been able to keep my hips straight because he is working from the root problem and going all the way down. So if you want to look into cranial sacral therapy, again, I'll put a link in the description so you can find one that won't mess you up. And I hope that this helps.